Hi guys, Reiject here, back with a brand new video for you, and today I thought I'd just take a little bit of a break from the main story of Rise of the Tomb Raider to talk a little bit about the technical aspects of this game. Oh, I can't mark that. We'll go down there. So, if I've done all the settings right, in the top left of the screen you should currently be seeing some of my system stats. So how much the processor is being taxed, how much of my memory, RAM is being used, what the frame rate of the game is as I'm seeing it here, and how much VRAM is in use on the graphics card. So my system is equipped with a 4790K processor, which is the Haswell 4th generation processor, clocked at 4 GHz, turboing up to 4.4 GHz. I've not overclocked my system, so everything's running at stock speeds currently. I've got 16 gig of DDR3 1600 MHz RAM, and this is being rendered on a Nvidia GTX 780 Ti graphics card, which is effectively the same chip as the Titan Black, but with 3 GB of RAM and VRAM instead of 6. And as you can see, out of the available video memory that I've got, the vast majority of it is in use. So the settings that I've currently got this game running at are, I think I can view them while I'm in game. Here we are. Texture quality is on high, 16 times anisotropic filtering, high level shadows, sunsoft shadows is set to high. I'm using HBAO plus ambient occlusion, very high depth of field, very high level of detail, tessellation is on, screen space reflections is on, specular reflection quality is normal, dynamic foliage is high. I do think GeForce Experience is recommending that I change a couple of these, but I've not changed this since the game first came out, I don't think, except to tinker with the DirectX 12 settings which they recently patched in, which I've disabled for this. I've not been playing with DirectX 12 primarily because I've been recording, and my recording software doesn't like to hook into DirectX 12 applications. Whereabouts was I? Bloom is on, vignette blur is off. That is a personal preference rather than a performance thing. That effect creates the sort of dark corners all the way around your screen. I'm not a fan of that effect, nor am I a fan of motion blur that's artificially induced in these games. I don't really get why that's a feature that stuck around for so long. Pure hair is on, but not cranked up to the max. Lens flares are on, screen effects are on, the film grain is on, although in all fairness I usually turn that effect off, so I'm surprised I forgot to for this game. But we'll leave it as it is. And yeah, as you can see, I'm currently running around Geothermal Valley. I don't feel like this is too spoilerific at this point, so don't worry if you are watching this and worrying about getting spoilers for the main story out of this video. I go through most of the story things in my main playthrough series, which I will slap on a link to in an overlay somewhere on the video. Now, what was I looking for? Coins. Gone past them. They are there. So yeah, the 780 Ti is, at the time of recording, I think it's about a three-year-old graphics card. Maybe 2 years, maybe I'm overemphasising its age a little bit. And, you know, this graphics card is fully capable of running this game at very decent settings, if you're a complete have to have everything cranked up to the max kind of person, you won't be able to do that with this graphics card. But I thought I would just do a showcase as to what kind of performance I am getting from my end with this hardware, which is a couple of years old now. because this is a taxing game, there is no doubt about it. And for the most part, I would say that the visuals in this game
Laura,
warrant
may I
it.
speak with you?
Oh, there's that side quest.
What can I do for you?
We need food and shelter for those that can't fight. We'll make emergency rations from dried boar and mushrooms. It's better than it sounds, but I don't think I'll be able to gather nearly enough.
So
If
I
you could
must
track
help.
and kill a razorback, as well as bring the rest of the ingredients, we might be able to keep everyone fed. For another day at least.
Yes, of course.
I'll be here. And thank you.
Right, that's what I can do while I'm... Whereabouts are we looking? Ah, that's actually the mission area. So, yeah, let's go. It should be highlighted, I think. Or not. Anyway, whereabouts was I? So yes, this game, even in DirectX 11, does seem to scale itself across all of the threads of the processor quite nicely. I'm running this game on a Gsync display, so the fact that you're seeing frame rates such as 46 and 50 isn't a problem for me. I don't get any stuttering, and that is why I definitely highly recommend getting a Gsync panel, even though, as you can see from my current demonstration, it helps in no way with your gameplay. But no, Gsync just means that you can render the game at any frame rate between 30 and 60 without getting the judderiness you'd normally get if you were playing with VSync, or the screen tearing you'd get if you were playing on a normal monitor without Gsync. Right, is that it? Is that me done? Did I do it? I did. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Give me 1 minute to hand this in.
Will these do?
Yes. Yes. I'll start drying the meat, but this should be enough for now. Thank you again, Laura.
Glad I could help.
Gear acquired, Huntress. Right, now am I going? Oh, there's another coin cache over here, so I shall go
Greetings.
This way. Now, I've not tested this game with the texture detail set to the higher level, just because I thought there was no point. Even at this level... Whoa! Rude. I don't know what happened there. Did she get it? Oh, I got it. That was a little bit easier than I was expecting it to be. Cool. Again, I've lost my trail of thought. Clearly playing this and doing this and playing the game is not necessarily ideal. Yeah, I didn't crank up the texture settings higher because I knew it would just saturate all of the RAM. And when you run out of RAM, that's when you get real frame rate dips as it tries to micromanage the overfilled memory buffer it's got. So that didn't seem worth it, especially because I'm playing this game at 1080p, which is another thing I didn't necessarily mention. I can't remember if it was actually on that screen I was on a moment ago, but yes, I'm playing this game at 1080p to achieve these frame rates. And yes, the idea of this video is just to give people with slightly older hardware a little bit of an idea of how the game scales, because I noticed a lot of people that are playing these kind of games or commenting on their performance are using the newer architectures, the newer graphics cards even, from Nvidia and AMD, which are based on their newer, latest and greatest microarchitectures. And while this is not ridiculously old, this is only one generation behind, unfortunately last generation things do get left in the dust a little bit, because I remember when The Witcher 3 first came out, and a lot of the Nvidia based effects actually just completely tanked the performance on this graphics card. You know, I'm going off topic a little bit, but that game did get resolved with a couple of patches and a little bit more intricacy added to their settings page. But it's a point just worth bringing up. Ooh, I got a new rifle. So yes, the purpose of this video was just for you to see what performance numbers I got just on a casual exploration around the open world in Tomb Raider. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any advice for future videos like this, or if you would like to see videos like this on other games, do let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Until the next video, bye bye.
As I walk through
Hey everyone, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe if you want to see more. There's the comment section below if you got any feedback for me, and I shall see you in the next episode. Until then, bye!
And I saw something. I realized my father was right.